Дамы и господа, мы продолжаем. И представляем вашему вниманию трехраундовый бой в легком весе. В синий угол клетки. Добро пожаловать, боец из Калининграда. Встречайте, Karomatullo Суфиев!
You're watching MMA Series-22 FCP. We're live from Sufiev in Kaliningrad, Russia. Brought to you by the Fubo Sports Network and seen around the world on the Clash TV app. I'm ENM16 Butlin. We have had 8 fantastic fights already this evening. Some very fast finishers, some excellent jiu-jitsu, good, strong striking. But we've got 5 big fights here to come. This is the first of the fights that have really stood out for me. 2 guys we've seen on the MMA series, and the one you see before you here, Karomatullo, Sufiev, 2 wins and no defeats on the MMA series. He also had a good amateur fight as well here in Kaliningrad at the Mayor's Cup. That was a win, his first win back in 2019. And then in 2020, he's fought on the MMA series with a win versus Ilya Bashko by rear naked choke. First round with that submission win. And then his next win was against Dmitry Shestakov by decision. So 2 good, strong wins for him. But here he'll be looking to do it and make it number 3 out of 3 on the MMA series. Karomatullo Sufiev makes his way to the blue corner.
В красный угол добро пожаловать, боец из Мурома, Anton Belousov.
So here we have Anton Belousov making his way down to the red corner for this featherweight contest. Now, Belousov we saw back on MMA Series 16. There he also had a good submission win. His was via heel hook in the very first round. Now, round number 2 that was. He also has an armbar win. If we look at his wins on MMA Series, the 2 submissions between Sufiev and Belousov, again, you've heard me call the rear naked choke the king of submissions. Now, there is a submission that has come close to the rear naked choke. Every year, you look at the stats and it's consistently the rear naked choke, which is the king of submissions, by far the most common submission. Now, just recently, we have seen an influx of heel hooks. The heel hook, inside heel hook and outside heel hook, which you've already seen earlier on here this evening, has actually come up, so it's very close on the stats to the rear naked choke. And that is how we got the win there. So we could very well see one of these 2 submissions here tonight, rear naked choke or heel hook. Sufiev versus Belousov.
Представляю вам соперников. И первым бойца в синем углу. Ему 25 лет, рост 180 сантиметров, вес 70,4 килограмма. В его активе 2 победы, ни одного поражения. Он чемпион Калининградской области по смешанному боевому единоборству ММА и панкратиону. Чемпион лиги FCP, представляющий клуб Самбо Микс из Калининграда, Karomatullo Суфиев! Его соперник в красном углу клетки. Бойцу 26 лет. Рост 172 сантиметра, вес 70,5 килограммов. Профессиональный рекорд такой же, как у соперника. 2 победы, без поражений. Представляющий клуб «Молот» из Мурома, Anton Belousov. Рефери поединка Александр Зубачев.
Так, ребята, напоминаю, работаем полный контакт. Запрещенные приемы не применяем, наши глаза, не тыкаем, не бьем в пах, в шею, в горло. Пожали руки, расходимся.
MMA Series 22 FCP. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and around the world on the Clash TV app. I'm Ian M16 Butlin, and this is Sufiev in the blue corner, Belousov in the red. Again, two young unbeaten fighters here, taking each other on the MMA series. Belousov looks for a big left hook, right hand early on. Falls short, body kick from Sufiev. Closes distance, pushes back against the fence. Really driving him for this takedown, tries to get down for the leg, but he's left his neck open. Can he finish the takedown? Heads up, good spinal posture to stop the submission, sorry. Still, Belousov was going to try to grab round that neck. He needs to stop these huge throws first, and the back now is taken by Sufiev. Sufiev has got that top hook in in that position. He could do with pulling down and turning that into the bottom hook, which makes it a lot more secure and easier to hold the back position. There he goes, he's turning down to that side, which allows him to put the other hook in. So now he's got both hooks in. Sitting from more the back. So two hooks, two underhooks with the arms. Now, if he wants to get up to attack the neck, he needs to start to move one of those arms above the shoulders. He can't submit from the back there, and you can see there, look. Oh, he's looking for a knee bar. This could be a knee bar counter. That was very slack behavior there from Sufiev, and a good counter, well spotted there from Belousov. Can he finish this knee bar? This would be some submission here. What a counter to that back position. He's being very stubborn here, but that leg is bending. He might have to tap. Will Belousov continue? He's very, very close. There's a leg, that right leg now is coming in to defend. It's getting in between the legs, but it's still a bad position here. He needs to push his hips in underneath the knee and pull the heel. Well defended. Sufiev would have kicked himself for a very long time if he'd have got caught with that knee bar there when he had control of the back. Well spotted from Anton. Belousov. What a counter there to the back attack. Well, now he's got a different problem to deal with. Belousov is underneath. He has his legs tied up. He's got one kind of butterfly hook there, which he can use. I was going to say use to sweep, but again, Sufiev manages to pass into side control. Nice scramble though. And this time it's Belousov on the back. He's going to roll off. No, he's got hold of the leg, which kept nice position as he puts his hooks in. Turning, 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 and again the scramble, back to the feet. Excellent backwards and forwards action here from these two featherweights. Like we see there on paper, Sufiev has got that rear naked choke finish. He was in position. He had his arms both underneath and a leg through. Belousov used that to try to get the knee bar and then got the back himself. And here we are again. Sufiev looking for that back. Good work with the head. He's burying it up into the armpit there as he tries to climb up the legs. Punching in. He knows where his head is. He knows the head's just above. He doesn't need to see. He just needs to fire the shots over the top. Still looking to pass that knee line. There he does, and he pinches the knees together, making it very difficult for Belousov to get back to guard. Watch for him to continue to try to climb up the body. Up now, he's past the knees. Can he get past the hips? Belousov's going to try and get his knees bent and back in. That's he does, and he's into the butterfly guard. Fires one leg up, but his other leg's still trapped, so it's not going to be any threat there. Turns to his side, switches to more of a knee shield. Here again, Sufiev can flatten down. If he can sprawl out that right leg, he can flatten down and pass the guard again. Nice work from both these fighters. You can see the counters. Very good technical submission for the jiu-jitsu fans there. Some great counters and some really good attacks here. That was an exceptional first round for these two featherweights. Two unbeaten fighters showing a great skill set there. So here you see the big pickup and slam. All the time, Belousov continued to try to hold on to that neck. Here's the back control, and look, he left his leg between the middle. And that was a very deep knee bar, well defended from Sufiev. If we look at my stats here, 64% of that fight was controlled by Sufiev. Look at the strikes there, 18 thrown by Belousov, 7 landed, 21-13 by Sufiev. So on paper there as a round for Karomatullo Sufiev. I think on positioning, certainly a round, but a really deep, good submission attempt from Anton Belousov on the counter. If you're watching at home on a Clash TV app, make sure you clap for your favourite fighters, score the fights, and discuss these fights in these chats in the these fights in the chat room. Sorry, getting excited there. I still cannot believe they left his leg in and nearly got caught with a knee bar from the back position. It's possibly the strongest position in mixed martial arts, and he left his leg in and nearly got caught with a submission. Excellent first round there. But we have to continue, and it's round number 2 here. MMA Series 22. Featherweight contest between Sufiev in the blue, Belousov in the red. I feel Sufiev won the first round by a slight advantage. Nice long shots from Sufiev there. Switches to the uppercut. Inside low kick. Better start with a strike in here. Sufiev measuring up well and drops for the legs. Again, Belousov, rather than defend the takedown, he's too interested in trying to catch the neck. I think that was a mistake again there. Looking to get his legs up for the triangle, but Sufiev is way too wise for that. How is he going to work to pass these legs now? Looking for reactions, looking for movement, tries to double him over. Buries the head and looks for a knee cut into the half guard. Again, Belousov does a good job of getting that knee shield in. The butterfly hook. Using his left arm to try and stop, but it passes to half guard. Again, trying to force that pass. Nice hip movement here from Belousov, who manages to turn to his side, get the knee back in, and again gets back into that butterfly hook. So it's really making it difficult for the pass in this second round. Sufiev, we saw, likes to pass, likes to try to work slowly and grind past. Again, this time uses the elbow to clear the knee, then the palm. And he'll be looking to get that right knee into by the hip. There he goes. Now working that knee up higher. Will he look to pin that arm now? Sufiev, as he systematically works his way towards an attack. Again, Belousov does a good job of turning to his side, getting his knees to his chest, and putting the knees in between the two of them. Really using that butterfly hook for defense to stop the attack coming forward. So it's really making it difficult for Sufiev to mount a solid attack. Two minutes into this second round now, so over the halfway mark. For me, certainly a Sufiev fight. Belousov making things very difficult for him. They're sitting. Looking to stand up on, over that elevator. The strikes there telling a story. Double the amount of strikes thrown. 3 times as many strikes landed for Sufiev, who's pulling away, controlling this fight now. Still can't seem to get past long enough. Now he has. Now he's got to the mount position. What will he do with his position now? He's been working for 3.5 minutes to try to get past those legs. He's now passed. He needs to do something with this. He starts with the elbow, trying to keep those legs tight, so that good hip movement as Sufiev can't get the guard from Belousov. Sorry, can't get the guard back, can't get his legs back in. Sufiev now looking to strike. 45 seconds left. It took him a long time to get past those legs. His corner should be telling now 40 seconds. He needs to do something. He needs to try to do something quick. Is he going to mount an attack with strikes, or is he going to look to set up a submission? Belousov trying to bridge, trying to get him off. The bridge, most common escape from here, while someone's over your hips. He can bridge, lift the hips up, and then turn in to his side and get his knees to his elbow. He shouldn't do it without the bridge. What he's done there, he's given up the back. 14 seconds left. I don't think it's long enough for him to get a submission, but he can work the strikes. He should be punching for this last 10 seconds. Fire the shots in. This is good work. Keep him punching. 5 seconds. Referee looking on carefully. And the referee, is that saved by the bell, or did the referee stop the fight? I think that was the bell. I didn't hear it myself. Yeah, so that was the end of round number 2. Good, solid round again for Karomatullo Sufiev. Belousov there, having a drink, catching his breath, as we see the replay from round number 2. Sufiev, big pick up and slam. Great work from that half guard position as he forced past the guard. Finally manages to make the mount position. And again, solid ground and pound shots as the round finished. 3 times as many shots thrown, 5 times as many shots landed. Karomatullo Sufiev surely can't lose this fight on points. Can Belousov do something in this 3rd round? Can he turn it round? Can he look for a big punch? Can he look for that heel hook finish? The leg lock finishes can come from anywhere, and they can also be set up really nicely from underneath half guard. If I was the corner for Anton Belousov, I'd be telling him to try to snatch a leg from somewhere if he ends up underneath. Again, easier said than done against someone with the skill set of Karomatullo Sufiev. Referee wiping down to make sure there's no grease, no water, which could affect the fight. Both fighters covered in water. So here we go, round number 3 of 3, MMA Series 22 FCP, and this is a featherweight contest between Sufiev in the blue, who on my card is 2 rounds up, Anton Belousov in the red, who needs to think of something this round. He can't stand with that head static against a taller man. Punching short, needs to close the distance. Again, that nice right uppercut from Sufiev. If there is a criticism of the stand-up of Sufiev, he does put himself off balance a lot when he throws the right cross. He throws it right over and comes up on one leg. Is that a chance for Belousov to try to counter? Can Belousov take down and get top position? At the moment, the aggression again coming from Sufiev. That stomping kick with the lead leg. is quite damaging, and it's hard for Belousov to get in past it. Oh, that was a nice shot landed, and it put Sufiev off the shot there. He was looking to drop down for the legs and actually went straight into a punch that looked like sort of body height. Coming up to 100 shots thrown by Sufiev. And he lands nicely, drops. Beautiful mix of the punches to the head, changes levels, pick up and slam. Now watch him keep the legs together this time so he doesn't have to work past the knees. 100 shots now thrown, 69 landed. Sufiev so far ahead, but there's not a lot of damage done to Anton Belousov. He's took these shots well, he's still trying, he needs to get an underhook in there. Big slam now, this time lands in guard. So Sufiev again is going to have to try to work past these legs. You're watching MMA Series 22 FCP. This is bout number 9. We've had 8 fast finishers tonight. And here we have a well-matched fight going the distance, or looking to go the distance, halfway through third of 3 rounds. Sufiev definitely controlling the striking with the long shots, switching into the wrestling. He's been the better wrestler of the two. Every time they've got into a clinch, Belousov has been too keen to try to get a guillotine that's not there. And what he's done by doing that is ended up on the floor. He's not looked to defend the takedown. So watch now for the same thing to happen. Sufiev to throw in punches. As soon as he lands 1 or 2, he'll change levels to the legs. There, Belousov switches things up and gets the takedown. That's what I said I wanted. For him to try to work top position, he has to do something different. He's got about 100 seconds left in this fight. Not a lot of time to try to make something of this now. He's in top half guard. Belousov, everything to win here if he can get a good position, trying to get the mount. Switches from one half guard over to the other as the nice hip movement of Sufiev stops the mount. Again, nice reversal there. And it's Sufiev now back on top. That could have been the chance for Belousov to pull this fight back. Arms tied up. He's got left arm free as he tries to posture up. See the right hand there on the back of the elbow, controlling that hand so he can't get it out. Manages to pull it out and throw the punch. Actually using the elbow from that shorter position. But again, good control. Belousov controlling the arm from underneath, but at the moment, he needs to be not thinking defensive. He needs to try to use that fence to stand back up. 30 seconds left in a fight. I think he's well behind. So Karomatullo Sufiev came into this fight 2 fights and 2 wins on the MMA series. And unless something changes drastically in the next 15 seconds, he's going to be 3-0. Looking for the triangle here. He's got the position. This will be some finish, but there, Sufiev says no, stands up, postures up, gets out of the guard. And he's going to finish with some big punches from ground and pound. End of the fight. Featherweight contest. 2 unbeaten fighters. For me, the winner, Karomatullo Sufiev.
Дамы и господа, По завершении 3 раундов боя единогласным решением судей победу одержал Karomatullo Суфиев! Калининград, самбо микс. И аплодисменты его сопернику Антону Белоусову.
So there you go, good win there for Karomatullo Sufiev, 3-0 on the MMA series.
И памятное фото.
Still a good performance there from Anton Belousov. Much more to come from him, I think, in his career. Just up against a better fighter there at similar stages of the career, but certainly not a career-ending fight. That a lot of experience, a lot to be learned, and he still, I think, will come back and be a good fighter. Here's we see the replay of this contest. Big, huge pickup there. There we saw the submission attempt of the night, I think. A counter of the back attack. He pulls into the knee bar. But Sufiev just would not be stopped, constantly working. He gets the mount position, big ground and pound shots. He was aggressive in the stand-up, backing up, and then switching to the big double leg pickups. At the end, there was a bit of a comeback, but it wasn't enough, and Sufiev got the reversal. Head back clear and lands to finish. Great point win there.